Hey, this is Taylor here at Truck World RVA. Today we're going to take some time and look at this 2020 Kenworth T370 powered by a Paccar PX9, 330 horsepower, mated to an Allison automatic transmission. Air ride rear, a little over 201,000 miles, a little bit over 7,100 total engine hours. Has a 14-foot IMT Dominator service body. Factory paint is still intact. Does show some rock chipping, some little scratches, minor wear and tear all around on the bed. Overall, again, the factory paint's intact and in pretty good condition. A little bit of peeling on the rear bedliner. 12,000 pound, 2-stage, 30-foot reach on the crane, hydraulic air compressor, 2 sets of drawers, shelving throughout, lots of exterior work lighting. Really nicely equipped truck all the way around. Again, it's a 2020 model, 33K GVWR air brakes. Now, the goal of these videos is to show you everything about the truck as if you were here looking at it in person. So in the first half of the video, we'll go around the exterior, point out any cosmetic imperfections I find. We'll look underneath the truck, inside all the bins. In the second half of the video, we'll do a cold start, a short drive, take a look at the engine, and then finally we'll run all the equipment on the truck. If at any point in time you do have any additional questions or need any more photos, videos, or information, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. A lot of rock chips on the front edge of the service body. Crawl underneath the truck down here. This truck was a one-owner truck and it came out of Colorado. So pretty dry underneath. You do have some mud and some dirt, but really no rust to speak of. Bin floors are all solid. Bed floor is solid as well. Frame rails are nice and clean. Again, just some dirt and mud staining, but no rust concerns on this bed. All the bin floors are solid, and the bin interiors are free of rust as well, which we'll look at here in just a minute. No dings, dents, or scratches on the driver's side of the cab. Both the cab corner and the door are clean. Aftermarket air ride seat. Now, I don't know what was previously here. That dash panel does have a hole in it. Locking rear, all your switches for the lighting, PTO and crane power. RAM laptop mount. .488 rears. New tires all the way around, new drives and new steers. They're Falcons, they all match. If you'd like a full list of repairs just under this truck prior to us offering it for sale, I'm happy to send you over parts and labor receipts for everything that we just did. We have some paint chips here on the hood. We use all OEM parts. Anything we find that needs addressed, we do take care of. This is obviously an aftermarket front bumper. It looks like it's leaning forward. It's not. It's fits snugly there. It's just kind of the way that the bumper itself is angled. You take these 2 eyelets off the front and then the entire bumper folds down, which I'll do later on in the video. The bumper has been painted. So you can see it's stainless in its factory finish, but somebody sprayed white to color match at least the bottom, and that's got chips all in it. A couple more minor rock chips here along the passenger fender. Again, 14-foot IMT service body. Tons of exterior lighting. There's interior lighting throughout as well. Just spots like this all along the bed, just little paint chips and spots of paint failure all around the hinges. Overall, the bed's in really good shape. All the doors close, latch, and lock as they should. We do have the keys for the service body latches, and they are all keyed the same, so the same key will operate all the latches. One thing to note on this bed, whoever previously owned it obviously did not like how IMT doors are a little flimsy. They put about 3/4 inch plywood inside all the doors. It doesn't look the best. It does fit snugly, and it also makes these doors extremely rigid. The operation of actually opening, closing, and latching the doors is much nicer with the plywood that they've added. But if you don't like the look, that is something we can remove. A couple more areas here of paint chips. So 2 large compartments here on the passenger front bins. Obviously you can put your torch bottles inside of here if you'd like. Could also be a good compartment to add drawers. Again, there's 2 drawer sets. They're both located on the driver front and 2 compartment, and then 1 shelf inside of this compartment. Another small chip down here. Another small chip right here. This is the passenger 3 compartment, 3 sets of shelves inside of here. Now you do have the interior tabs, as with all IMT beds, so you can very easily move those shelves up and down. Add more shelves if you'd like, or relocate the position of the shelves that are in it. Again, brand new drive tires just installed. A small chip here, small chip here. Looks like an area of touch-up right here. Open compartment over the passenger wheel well. This is just kind of some staining here. Again, not rust, just stains. You have some chips along the back edge here, scratch down here. You have a Railcraft hose reel mounted in the bottom here that's routed to the outside of the body on the back. Air regulator and dryer. Here's your hour meter panel, 107 hours showing on the compressor, 17 on the crane, 8,038 on the chassis. These hour meters never seem to be correct to me. There's no way there's only 17 hours on the crane, but that's what it's reading, so take it for what it's worth. All your lighting controls are on this panel, as well as your outrigger controls as well. Factory wireless remote for the crane. That remote will turn the truck off and on and also operate your compressor. Here's a shot of the load chart. So again, it's a 12,000 pound capacity, 2-stage hydraulic extension out to 30 feet, max boom reach there. You have a large work deck rear bumper on the back. That one's locked. We'll see if the other side's open. Working vise. Plenty of laydown space on the bumper. As I said, the bedliner here is pretty well chipped up all along the edge. Tow hitch receiver down there, and then it's kind of buckled up and peeled up here as well. It's like a rubberized bed mat coating there. Inside of the bed, you have E-track. You do have some bottle racks up there. You could relocate those to that front compartment if you wanted to keep your bottles inside. And then 2 toolboxes. They do come with the truck. Another chip here and a chip here. Little scratch right here. Another small chip up here. Driver rear compartment, 2 more sets of shelves inside of here. one shelf over the driver wheel well. Full set of bolt drawers here in the driver 3 compartment. Hope you need bolts because it comes fully stocked, evidently. Like fully loaded down. You have a little crease on the bottom of that door, as well as some rock chips along the bottom section, and then some more right here on that middle section. Two full sets of drawers here in the driver 1 and driver 2 compartments. The compressor is a Load King LK40. It's really just a Van Air compressor. Shows 5.4 hours there on that meter, so obviously that doesn't match the hour meter in the crane compartment. Either that compressor's been changed out, or one of those hour meters are wrong, or both are wrong, but that's what it's showing. All these drawers slide super nicely. Ball bearings feel great. Pretty clean set of drawers overall. Obviously, there's still some more stuff in those drawers that need cleaned out. That about wraps up the cosmetic portion of this demo video. I'm going to hop in the truck and take it for a quick spin. When I get back, we'll take a look at the engine and then we'll run all the equipment on it. If at any point you have any questions or need any more photos, videos, or information, call or text 804-716-8487. 201,332 on the miles. $71.70 on the hours. Again, this truck has been fully serviced. Anything that we found that needed addressed, we did. I don't recall off the top of my head exactly what we did to it. I think front spring bushings, rear brakes, rear shocks. I think the crank seal, there was an oil leak there we addressed. But anyway, the full write-up will be on my website or anywhere you see this truck listed. So feel free to check out everything that we did to it. And again, if you need receipts for any of the work just performed, I can send those over to you as well. Plenty of power, shifts through the gears nicely. I'm going to back it back into that spot and then we'll take a look at the engine. As you can see, the front bumper just flips down. Tons of lighting all around. You have two LED lights in the front grille, front strobes, running lights all down both sides of the truck. It also has running lights in the boards, underglow strips as well on both sides of the truck. Interior compartment lights throughout. All the compartments have interior LED strip lighting. Rear LED work lights, a pair on each side. Top mounted strobe, as well as LED floodlights in the headache rack itself. And a side mount work light over here. The outriggers are controlled off this rear power panel here. The crane is run off a factory wireless remote, fully proportional, so the trigger controls the speed of the crane. Again, it's a 12,030. Boom tip lights on the end of the crane. Anti-2 block works as it should, locks me out when I hit the bracket on the end. That's out to the full extension of 30 feet. Inner boom is nice and clean down both sides. Decent thickness left in the wear pads. Now, like I said, you can also run the compressor off the remote. Compressor's super quiet, builds air pretty quickly. Fits off right at 150. Comes right back on. Turn the compressor off from the remote. Now again, all your outriggers are controlled here. All the bed lighting is controlled here as well. And like I said, the remote can also turn the truck on and off. Well, thanks again for watching. Once again, it's a 2020 Kenworth T370 air ride rear PX9, 330 horsepower with a 14-foot IMT Dominator service body, 12,000 pound capacity crane, 30-foot 2-stage hydraulic extension, a little over 201,000 miles, a little under 7,200 total hours. If you have any questions that need any additional photos, videos, or information, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. If you're looking for something slightly different, this is all that I buy and sell. Feel free to reach out at any time. I always have a variety of different trucks available, all different sizes, configurations. So let me know what you're looking for. Be happy to help you out. But thanks again for watching.